At that same question, and instead of that really long factorization, we think to ourselves, well, why don't I just square root both sides? You know, the square root and the power of 2 cancel out. But just like when we square root 25, we end up with plus or minus 5. We get a very interesting scenario here. We get plus, okay, in other words, think of it like positive 1 times 2x 3 and negative. There's 2 answers to this. And on the right side, we also get 2 answers. So we end up in a scenario, this is where it gets tricky. I'm going to end up with 4 things I have to manage here. So what about if it's positive 2x minus 3, sorry, plus 3 is equal to, and we'll use the positive on the other side, positive 1 minus 4x. Or, I'll draw a line, positive 2x plus 3 is equal to negative 1 minus 4x. And then I'm going to put one more line. And then we have to do the negative scenarios too. Negative 2x plus 3 equals positive 1 minus 4x. And negative 2x minus 3 equals negative 1 minus 4x. So that's the problem with square rooting both sides, is now we're managing 4 scenarios. We don't have any squares anymore, so it's actually really straightforward algebra. The only thing we have to do is distributive property. The very first one, everything's positive, so it's 2x plus 3, 1 minus 4x. Here we get 2x plus 3, negative 1 plus 4x. So we're getting a lot of answers here. Negative 2x plus 3 equals positive 1, negative 4x, negative 2x plus 3. Oh, that should have been minus over here. Wait, did I write that right? No, this one should be minus. This one should be positive. So this is where we run into the area, is that it ends up being a lot to manage. Now, the calculating from here on in is pretty simple, but you have to manage all these scenarios and just make sure you don't make any little operational errors, okay? So that's why that other process is really straightforward. We do the same thing every time. This one's not wrong. We can do it. It's just a lot more things to balance within our mind, okay? So you could go to the end if you need to here, but the rest of it's pretty straightforward. It's just linear questions. Let me see if I can quickly do it. We bring 4 over. We get 6x equals, is this 2? Negative 2. So we get x is equal to negative 1/3. This one here, we'd get 6x equals negative 4. Is that right? Did I do those right? No, I did that wrong. This should be 2. 2x, there we go. And then we get x is equal to, that should be negative. So that should be positive 2. Those were the 2 answers we got before. Here we bring over the 4. We get positive 2x is equal to negative 2. Is that right? Negative 2x. No, this one. Sorry, this part got a little confusing. That should be a negative, so when it comes over, it becomes positive, so that should be a 4. So we end up with 2 again. And then finally, this one we'll end up with negative 1/3 again. So you'll notice twice I come to the exact same answer. So that's just another potential option as you go through it. Okay? Just keep that in mind.